Hey everyone, you are listening to Beyond the Ring podcast, and this is the NXT UK review. So, this week's NXT UK was a one match show, you can say that, because we had a first ever 30-minute Ironman match between Jordan Devlin and Naked, which was a really good match, a very good match, you can say that. And rest all the stuff on on the show was nothing so special or something. It was just moving the show to the main event. And another big announcement was that we have 8-man tournament going on to decide who is going to face Tyler Bate for the Heritage Cup. So the competitors are Mark Andrews, Noam Dar, Kenny Williams, Oliver Carter, Wolfgang, Sam Gradwell, Nathan Fraser, Tioman. So these are the persons who are gonna be contending for the Heritage Cup Championship. So that's gonna start from next week. So that is the announcement that they had in the show. Apart from that, it was just a normal show, and we first actually get off with the show actually began with the Shawn Michaels Ironman match and all the history of Ironman match that WWE has put upon. And we finally get into the first match, Zaya Brookside versus Blair Davenport. A typical squash match, you can say. Blair Davenport, she just debuted for in some few weeks ago, so they are kind of building her up. Maybe in a month or so she would be challenging for the UK Championship. I see that. So Zaya Brookside, Blair Davenport, nice match, I would say. Nothing bad or something. They were controlling each other's arms. That was the story in this match. And we get to the next match, which was Danny Jones and Josh Morrell versus Jack Stars and Dave Mastiff, a tag team match. So Jake Stars and Dave Mastiff are the first. I mean, they have the first match as a tag team. So kind of a debut for Dave Mastiff and in a tag team situation. So it was a nice match, I would say. It was a good match. Where the obviously Jack Stars and Dave Mastiff are the higher ranked wrestler in NXT UK, so no way Jones and Morrell was going to get the victory here. So it was a good match, I would say. Nothing wrong. Typical good wrestling that we see in NXT UK. That's it. And we saw a scuffle between Amal and Nina Samuels, and this led to the confirmation for next week, Amal versus Nina Samuels. And we also have Noam Dar versus Mark Andrews, the first match in the Heritage Cup Contenders Tournament, and that's next week. And we also had a vignette for I for Valkyrie, so the story is kind of continuing, I think so, against Ginny. So that's a match that's going to happen. She was standing near the kind of a shark cage, so I thought I have a feeling that Joseph Connor could be locked in a shark cage, and a shark cage match would be coming. So that's also the first ever match. So lots of first ever matches we are going to have. And then we had a Stevie Turner segment interrupting America McKenzie and Elia James training with the NXT UK Women's Champion Michael Satomura, kind of mocking her and kind of to beat her or something. And maybe they could be having a next defense for Satomura lined up. So I don't know who's the next challenger. I mean, it's good to demolish the undercard and all, and then kind of building her up to a very dominant champion. It's good, but you should have a very great challenge as well. And I want Ginny to face Michael Satomura, because that's post this. Post this I for Valkyrie storyline. I think so. Or any one of them would be challenging for Michael Satomura. That's my thought there. So if we finally get into the main event, Ironman match, 30-minute Ironman match, where the competitor who occurred most of the pinfall would be victorious. And if no one gets that post 30 minutes, it would be kind of sudden death situation. You all know that Ironman match rules and all, and we know that. And we get into this match. This match was kind of divided into two halves, you can say that. The first half, kind of a 10 minutes or so, this match was kind of a back and forth, where both of them were trying to control each other with their mat based wrestling skills. And yeah, a typical kind of wrestling that we see. And it was good, it was really good. And the first 10 minutes of the match, and they were kind of trying to take advantage over each other by having a different kind of a submission attempt, and different kind of a pinfall attempt, different kind of the manipulation manipulation of the body parts, and that was a 10 minute. And then after 20 minutes or so, it actually turned on to Devlin's side, because Devlin actually focused on the ankle, I mean leg of the right leg of a kid, and that was the main story of this match, and he was really working. He got the first fall, and by that by kicking, I mean kicking onto the Devlin hung a kid in the ropes and started to work over the injured knee and forcing a submission. And then Devlin actually had stays on a kid's bad knee for most of the time, as I said. And a kid also got when a kid also got the victory. I mean, it was a good the psychology of the match was very good. A kid sold it very well, and but there was a point where Devlin was, I mean, a kid was. Tried a maneuver, I think so, and that didn't sell sold it well in the ending part of the match, I would say. And that he actually didn't remember his knee actually, and I know that it's a story. I mean, but it could have been shown more of emotions there, but not nitpicking. This is what I thought. And Jordan Devlin, I could actually focus on Jordan Devlin's arms, and that was the thing. But yeah, a kid actually kicked Jordan Devlin. That was the point where I felt like should not be done, because he actually focused on the submission, and then he got into the kick. So his leg was already damaged. So that was not warranting the story very well. But it was a thing. And Devlin also got a kid's arm based control, and the armbar submission was the big problem for Jordan Devlin. And that was his match. And in the end, we saw both of them. I mean, Devlin and Akid are on 1-1, and a kind of 1 minute or 2 minutes before a cross amber was locked in, and very resiliency shown by Jordan Devlin, and he was not tapping out, and finally he tapped out. Devlin submitted, and it really the arm actually, the left arm of Jordan Devlin really got to a very awkward angle, and that's not a camera trick, man. That's really got into awkward angle. So that was this match. And in the 10 minutes, I mean gets a lead for a kid then. And we are in a two in one situation, one for Jordan Devlin and two for a kid. And Jordan Devlin tries very well in last 30 seconds, lots of pin attempts, but and last 3 seconds he tried it, but the bell rang onto the first second. Kind of a story the commentators told is that he escaped from the pinfall. They said that I don't know why. I mean, I don't believe that kind of a story, because that's a thing, that's a strategy Jordan Devlin should have think of. It's Jordan Devlin's difficult problem that he didn't pick up a victory on the 10 second 30 seconds or something. Yeah, because already because it was not something like a finisher or something that he hit and then he was going for the pin. That's not the story. It's just like he was just hitting a stiff forearms, but stiff forearms kind of in this NXT UK scenario, and at this modern era of wrestling doesn't have a count or something. Yeah, doesn't have a count on the pinfall or something. So that was a very good Ironman match, I would say. Not the best, I would say, not anywhere near that, but it was good. And for what it was, one match show, and rest of the things was just normal. So this was this week's NXT UK review. I hope you liked it, guys. Please tell me your thoughts as well on this, if you have watched it, this week's NXT UK show. And I will see you guys in the next review. Until then, be safe, stay energetic, and peace.